We're here at IDEX 2019 and I'm speaking with Tomasz Minocic, Director Defence Programmes, TATRA Trucks. Thomas, the truck we're standing beside, I believe TATRA are showing it publicly for the first time here. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, this is the first time we are exhibiting this truck. I can tell you a little bit about the history of this truck. At the beginning of this millennium, Czech army was looking for a way how to replace the old and outdated medium trucks fleet. So that was the reason why we started to developing such truck. Back in 2004, it was the first time when we came out with TATRA T810 truck family, and then in 2008. Since that time, we have supplied more than 600 trucks of this truck family.
And if I remember correctly, they were designated T810 and they were a 6x6 with a commercial Renault cabin and a Renault engine and ZF transmission? Yes,
the previous truck, model T810, it was made together with Renault cab and Renault engine. This truck is something new. It has a Cummins engine, and you can combine it with ZF transmission or automatic Allison transmission.
And if we may just go back to the previous generation, that was a 6x6. If I remember correctly, it had a portal axle setup that TATRA developed themselves, which is unusual because the vast majority of TATRA trucks have TATRA's very well known central backbone style tube and swinging half axles. Does this have the backbone tube, or is it a chassis frame like the earlier generation?
This is the only model that it's not employing standard TATRA chassis conception with swinging half axles and backbone tubes. This has rigid portal axles made by TATRA. It's called TATRA Rigid. The most characteristic for this model and for this chassis conception with rigid axles is that the truck has a very high ground clearance, up to 470 millimeters. It gives the vehicle very special features and advantages and very great terrain throughput. For example, the truck can go and cross vertical steps up to 600 millimeters. It can cross trenches up to 900 millimeters, and fording capability of this truck is up to 1200 millimeters.
And the cabin of this particular truck looks similar to the cabin on the T815-7 range. Is it a derivation of that cab, or is it actually the same cab?
Well, part of the reason why we invented this new generation of T810 truck family, TATRA Tactic, is that we wanted to unify it with the bigger brother TATRA Force. So the cabin, as you can see here, is very similar. It's unified with TATRA Force cabin. There is also a unified dashboard, and I can tell you advantages comparing to the previous generation. For example, crew capacity inside is 4 people, which is 1 more comparing to the previous generation of this truck.
And one would assume that the armouring package that can be fitted to the T815-7 cabin will be adaptable and will be able to fit this?
Yes, of course. The truck is capable to be equipped with armouring up to level 1, according to Stanek.
And in terms of payload, what is the payload of this particular truck?
The payload is 5.5 tons. So I can tell that the curb weight of the vehicle is 7.5 plus payload 5.5. So it makes a gross vehicle weight 13 tons.
And as the vehicle sits here now, is it in production or is it ready for production?
It's ready for production. But the previous generation is still being produced.
And you say that the previous generation is still being produced. Is that for commercial applications, or is that for commercial and military should they arise?
For both.
And this particular vehicle, will it be homologated for commercial use? Is that an intent?
We currently don't think about it. We don't consider it, but maybe in future, why not?
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.